Hello dear viewers, I apologize that there has been a long gap between this video and the last video. From now on, I will try to post videos very soon. He probably understood from the thumbnail of this video that today it is time to talk about Heath Ledger. Let us go to the video. Heath Andrew Ledger, an Australian actor, was born on April 4, 1979. After starring in several Australian television and film productions in the 1990s, he moved to the United States in 1998 to develop his film career. His career included 20 films, including 10 Things I Hate About You 1999, The Patriot 2000, A Knight's Tale 2001, Monster's Party 2001, Lords of Dogtown 2005, Kennedy 2006, I'm Not There 2007, Night Darkness 2008, and Drive Parnassus, The Man Who Touched the Devil 2009. The latter two of which were published posthumously. He also produced and directed music videos and was eager to be a film director. Ledger won the Best Actor Award from the New York Film Critics Circle and the Best World Actor Award from the Australian Film Institute for his portrayal of Ennis Del Mar in Brokeback Mountain 2005. He was the first actor who received the second prize after his death. He was nominated for a BAFTA Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, a Golden Globe Award and an Oscar for Best Actor, making him the 8th youngest person to be nominated for these awards at the time. In 2008, he posthumously received the Robert Altman Award with the rest of the cast, director and casting director for I'm Not There. Ledger died of a drug overdose on January 22, 2008. Ledger had finished filming the role of Joker in The Dark Knight a few months before his death. The Dark Knight was in post-production at the time of his death, and Dr. Parnassus, the man who slayed Satan in his final role, was filming. His death influenced the subsequent promotion of The Dark Knight. His performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight earned him worldwide acclaim and popularity from fans and critics alike. After his death, Ledger received several awards for his role in The Dark Knight, such as the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor, and the BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actor. Heath Ledger was born in Perth, Western Australia. He was the son of Sally Ledger, a French teacher, and Kim Ledger, a racing car driver and mining engineer. Ledger received his primary education at Mary's Mount School. After that, he attended Guildford School. His first acting experience happened at the age of 10 and as the star of the Peter Pan play at school. Ledger's parents divorced when he was only 11 years old. Heath and his sister Kate Ledger also had two other half-sisters. Ashley Bell, born 1989, was the child of their mother and their stepfather Roger Bell, as well as Olivia Ledger, born 1997, the child of their father and their stepmother Emma Braun. Ledger was very interested in playing chess and won the East Australian Chess Championship at the age of 10. The names of Heath and his sister Kate are taken from the names of the main characters in Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff and Catherine. After graduating early at the age of 16, he left school to pursue his acting career and came to Sydney from Perth with his best friend Trevor DiCarlo. But he returned to Perth after a while to play a small role in the first episode of the TV series Clowning Around and also work in the series Sweating. Also, he played a role in the live short program of the Fox Media Network, the drama fantasy movie Roar, the TV movie Home and Away, which was one of the most successful Australian TV shows, and the movie Black Rock, and he was able to show his acting face officially. Then in the last year of the 90s, he became a star by starring in the comedy film 10 Things I Hate About You as well as the Australian film Two Hands directed by Gregor Jordan. In the role of Gabriel Martin, the eldest son of Benjamin Martin played by Mel Gibson in the movie The Patriot, and the role of Sonny Grotsky, the son of Hank Grotsky played by Billy Bob Thornton in the movie The Monster's Party, and his outstanding performances in the movies The Order, For Feathers, The Story of One Night, Ned Kelly, Casanova, Brothers Grimm and Lords of Dogtown became a famous star. In that film, he played Ennis Del Mar, a farm worker who falls in love with a cowboy named Jake Twist played by Jake Gyllenhaal. He was also nominated for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in Drama and the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in this film. Brokeback Mountain made Ledger the 9th youngest Oscar nominee. In the film review section of the New York Times, a critic named Stephen Holden wrote about the film. Both Mr. Ledger and Mr. Gyllenhaal vividly portray this painful love story. This show is a wonderful performance by Marlon Brando and it's Sin Pen. In another review, Peter Travers said Ledger's stunning performance is a miracle of acting. He seems to be really crying from the bottom of his heart. Ledger does not move, speak, or hear him breathe with Ennis alone. Seeing him inhale the smell of clothes hanging in the closet is a measure of the pain of his lost love. After Brokeback Mountain, Ledger starred in an Australian film called Candy with his compatriot Abia Cornish. Ledger was nominated for 3 Best Actor awards for his performance in this film, one of which was the Australian Critics Association Award, which Cornish and Rush they had won this award before him. Shortly after the release of the film Candy, Ledger, he was invited to join the Academy of Cinematic Arts and Sciences. As one of 6 actors portraying different aspects of Bob Dylan's life in Todd Haynes' I'm Not There, Ledger won an award in 2008 for his role as Robbie, who was responsible for portraying Dylan's love life. Ledger played the famous comic book monster, the Joker, in The Dark Knight, the sequel to Batman Begins. In this movie, he starred opposite Christian Bale, his co-star in the movie I'm Not There. He was to star as Tony opposite Tom Waits and Christopher Plummer in Dr. Parnassus, the man who touched the devil. This film was in pre-production at the time of Ledger's death. Heath Ledger's height was 187 centimeters. In another review in Rolling Stone magazine, Peter Travers writes, Ledger's impressive performance is an acting miracle, as if he ripped the role from within himself. Not only does Ledger know how his character walks, talks and listens, he even knows how he breathes. Seeing her smell the shirt hanging in Jack's closet is like understanding the pain of losing love. In 2005, Ledger starred opposite Sienna Miller in a fictionalized version of Giacomo Casanova. This movie was a romantic comedy that faced mixed reviews from critics. In 2006, he was invited to become a member of the Academy of Visual Arts Oscar, and in 2007, he was one of the 6 actors who played the role of Dylan in the movie I'm Not There based on Bob Dylan's life, and also in 2008 he attracted a lot of attention in the role of Joker in the movie The Dark Knight, which won him the Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars, Golden Globes and BAFTAs of the same year, but unfortunately these awards were given after his death. Had he lived, he was even rumored to have made a minor comeback in the same role in The Dark Knight Rises, the third and final film in the Batman trilogy, which was dropped from the script upon his death. Ledger is also known as the best Joker in the history of cinema. Ledger had a great passion for directing films. He also made several music videos, which won the ISP Robert Altman Award posthumously on February 23, 2008. Todd Haynes, the director of the film I'm Not There, praised him for this. After Ledger's death, the Black-Eyed Dog music video was shown on the internet, and was selected as a featured clip on YouTube. Ledger was working with Scott screenwriter and Alan Scott producer on a 1983 film based on the novel The Queen's First Move by Walter Twist. In this film, he was an actor and director at the same time, and this film was supposed to be Ledger's first work as a director. His latest directorial works are in music videos called Shah Kane and Shinron. Both were first shown on August 4, 2009. Ledger shared a record and music production company with Ben Harper. The video he made for Harper was also part of his partnership in the company. In 2006, Ledger made music videos for Australian hip-hop artist NFA and the song Seduction is Evil. Later that year, Ledger unveiled another music video featuring Ben Harper and also made another music video for Harper's song Sobhrza. At the Venice Film Festival press conference, Ledger talked about his desire to make a documentary about Nick Drake's life. Nick Drake was a British singer and songwriter who died in 1979 at the age of 26 due to an overdose of antidepressants. Ledger made a music video about Nick and played the role of Nick while singing the song Black-Eyed Dog. Black-Eyed Dog was a song describing Drake's personal depression. Heath had a tense relationship with journalists and annoying photographers, the paparazzi. They claimed that Heath had spat and then assaulted one of them in Sydney in 2004, which Heath denied. Heath and Michelle Williams attacked, prompting Ledger to sell his Sydney home for $7 million. Ledger was once again criticized by the media when he said in an interview that Brokeback Mountain in West Virginia had been closed, when the truth was not, and only one movie theater had done so. He also said that in West Virginia until the decade 80, there have been executions without trial. According to historians, this was not true, and the last executions of this kind in America date back to 1931.
According to the police report, Welson, who arrived at Ledger's house a little earlier than the scheduled time of his appointment at 3 p.m., seeing Ledger in that state, quickly called Ledger's friend Marie-Kate Olsen and asked her for help. Olsen, who was in California at the time, quickly informed New York security forces, and about 15 minutes later, Welson called Olsen again, expressing his fear of Ledger's death.
Then Welson calls the police and says, "Mr. Ledger is not breathing." At the insistence of the 911 operator, Welson performs CPR, but there is no result. Emergency medical professionals EMTs arrived at Ledger's apartment 7 minutes later at 3:33, the exact time security forces had been alerted by Welson, but were unable to revive him. At 3:36 p.m., Ledger is pronounced dead and his lifeless body is removed from the apartment. Despite the pills they found in Heath's room, police said there was no clear indication that Heath had killed himself. 2 weeks after Ledger's death, his death was declared accidental, due to severe drug poisoning as a result of the simultaneous consumption of several types of anti-anxiety, painkiller, and sleeping pills. According to the New York Medical Center report, Ledger's blood contained trace amounts of the pain relievers oxycodone found in OxyContin, hydrocodone found in Vicodin, and the anti-anxiety drugs diazepam, temazepam, alprazolam found in Valium, Xanax, and Restoril and doxylamine has been found. On the same day, in front of Heath's mother's house in Perth, Ledger's family read a letter in front of reporters. "We, the Heath family, acknowledge the painful and untimely death of our beloved son and brother and Matilda's father. He was found sleeping peacefully in his room at 3:30 p.m. by his housekeeper. We thank all friends and people all over the world." During his short life, Heath influenced many people, but few people really knew him. He was kind and loved life. For now, we ask that you understand our situation and allow us to deal with this in our privacy. In response to Heath's death, Michelle Williams announced that she was very sad to hear this news and that she took a plane to return to America from Sweden. It has been said that Williams started to cry and scream when he heard the news of Heath's death, and this incident had a strong impact on him. Also, Kevin Rudd, the Prime Minister of Australia, said in response to this news, "It is very painful that we lost one of the best actors in our country. We lost him early." Nicole Kidman called Heath's death a tragedy and expressed her condolences to the Heath family, and Warner Brothers CEO Ellen Horn said, "The art community has lost a tremendous talent. Heath was a great actor and an exceptional human being." Jake Gyllenhaal's colleagues on the set of Brothers in New Mexico said that after hearing the news of Heath's death, he was confused for a while and then immediately returned, and only a short time later he went back to New Mexico to shoot one of the scenes. Some time ago, during the filming of one of the scenes of the same movie, which took place in prison, Gyllenhaal put Ledger's picture on the wall as a joke, like prisoners who put the pictures of their loved ones on the cell wall. 8 days after Ledger's death, a video of him using drugs was released on the internet, and in the video, Ledger said that he had been using 5 weed a day for 20 years. Following the release of this video, 2 famous television programs in America bought this video for $200,000 to broadcast, but later they announced that in support of Heath Ledger, and to respect his family, they will not play this video in their program. It has been said that 3 actors of Ledger's generation, namely Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Portman and Josh Brolin, played a role in this decision and used their influence to prevent the video from being released. Terry Gilliam, the director of Ledger's last film, Dr. Parnassus, The Man Who Touched the Devil, decided to split the remainder of Heath's performances into 3 parts in order to keep Heath's filmed parts in the film and not have to delete them. Slow down and leave it to 3 actors, Johnny Depp, Jude Law and Colin Farrell. In this way, Heath and these 3 actors will complement each other's roles in this film. According to Heath's will, All of his property went to his daughter Matilda Rose. However, the status of some of the properties that were not in the will is still unknown. He was supposed to voice Ted in the movie Ted, but due to his death the director of the film, Seth MacFarlane, took over. He was also supposed to play the role of Max Rokitansky in the movie Mad Max, Fury Road, which was replaced by Tom Hardy due to his death. The superhero won the Oscar award even after his death. This is from Heath Ledger's life story. If you are interested in knowing the life story of others like Matthew Stephen and Matthew Perry, visit our other videos. If you have two sets of someone's life, hear that we did not make a video of their life, tell us in the comments, and for if you do not miss our videos, please subscribe this channel, and if you like this video until the next video.